Hey fish friends, how's it going? I hope you're doing well. My name is Zenzo from Tazawa Tanks. Before I get into this video, I gotta say, people might think YouTube is easy, and sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't, but there are certain things that you do that just kind of screws everything up. I just filmed this amazing video, or what I thought was an amazing video, and all did it in all one take, and then realized that the mic was off. So this is take two. Anyway, I am giving an update down here in the fish room on a couple of tanks, well, 3 tanks basically. So a couple of videos recently talked about a few things that I've got going on, and I wanted to address those and make sure that you were all aware of what was going on and talk about some of the changes. First things first, let's talk about the new tanks. So in a video about a week ago, I think it was a week ago Sunday, I had made a video and talked about how I got some new aquariums for free. I got a couple of free acrylic tanks. This one behind me is one of those. This is a 75-gallon acrylic tank. It is 4 feet across. I think it's like 15 inches front to back. I forgot how tall it is. It's very tall. It is a different footprint than a regular 75-gallon tank. Right now I've got the Pseudotropheus solosi. Those are the dwarf mbuna, the ones where the males are blue and the females are yellow. And I love these fish. They're a lot of fun. They've spawned for me. I've got a bunch of babies in another tank, the fry, and excited to see this tank grow. I am going to add some more rocks in the coming weeks just to make it like a full rockscape. So anyway, this is a great tank. I'm very happy that I got it for free. It's a beautiful acrylic tank, no scratches or anything. Amazing. The other thing I got in that other video is I got this tank. This is a 47-gallon tank. Originally I thought it was 50 gallons. It is 47 gallons. Before that we had a 37-gallon tank here, which was 30 inches long and like 13 inches front to back and then super tall. And this 47-gallon tank, besides it being 10 gallons more water, is also 36 inches long, and it's deeper front to back, like 15 or 16 inches. So very cool tank, 47 gallons, a lot of space for the Burchardi. They are super shy right now. They're not showing up, so I will take some B-roll and I'll turn the lights off in here and then catch some fish swimming around so that you can see. But lots of rockscape. I do have the other tank upstairs, the other Tanganyikan tank with the Burchardi in there as well. This is my second colony of Burchardi, and I'm hoping to get them to spawn down here as well as they have from upstairs. So that's the update on these 2 tanks. Very fun. I do enjoy the tanks. I like that I got free lights and everything. So now I'm going to talk about what's going on with the mud skipper tank. You guys have commented on a recent video where I was talking about maybe doing some changes. So let me flip the camera around and move the light, and then I'll give you an update on what is going on with that tank. Okay, so this is the 75-gallon paludarium. This is a brackish system with African mud skippers and a figure 8 puffer. And it's a very well-established paludarium. I've had it up and running since January or February, I think. I think I set it up about 11 months ago or 10, 11 months ago. So anyway, as you can see, there is a large kind of island slash bank where the sand kind of comes down. Underneath the sand, for those of you that think it's like 13 or 14 inches worth of sand, it's not. There's like concrete blocks filled with foam inside of there to take up all that volume. So there's not that much sand. And then I've got about 25 gallons of swimming area. There's probably about 30 to 35 gallons of water overall in here, but about 25 gallons of open swimming area for that figure 8 puffer. I do have that island that I made, and there's a lot of rock and coral in here. Now, originally when I made the video, I talked about making some changes, kind of not destroying, but scrapping everything and starting all over and taking everything out and doing a DIY background with a shelf across the top where the mud skippers could be out of the water. But ultimately I decided to not make that change. Now when I made that video, there was a poll on there and a lot of you voted, and I think the majority of you voted for me to make the change and build the DIY background and scrap this design. However, there were a lot of comments down below in that video that said not to, and to keep it the way it is and make a second tank with a DIY background. The one comment that really stuck with me was someone that commented about their mama always said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, kind of a thing. So your mama was correct. If that was, I'm trying to remember the actual comment, but you're right. If it's not broken, why change it up? Everything is harmonious in here. The fish don't fight much. The puffer has its space. The mudscapers have their space. They do utilize a lot of the coral work down below and kind of have like a little cave system down there. So I don't want to disrupt it. They are very familiar with this tank. They know where to go to be fed, etc. So I really don't want to change it up. And ultimately, I think it's better for the fish for me to leave it alone and not worry so much about my own boredom. So we do have some options. Now, we did take down the 40-gallon breeder where the Pseudotropheus were previously, and they now have that 75-gallon tank. So what we're going to do is I have a spare 40-gallon tank, and I'm going to move some things around on another shelf back here, and I am going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tanks and rearrange them. I'm going to kind of put a couple shell dweller tanks together. I'm going to move the guppy tank and move the 3 shell dweller fry tanks, and I'm going to put a 40-gallon breeder down there. That means I've got to kind of reconstruct the shelf a little bit, but that's super easy. So I'm going to move and put the 40-gallon breeder down there, and we are going to build that DIY background. Now, a lot of you have commented in multiple videos about the DIY background, how you make it, etc., etc. I have promised that I am going to show you how to make it. So in an upcoming video in the near future, within the next couple of weeks, roughly, right, we are going to do it together. That means I'm going to take you through the entire process of planning out the background, shopping for the materials, showing what materials to buy, show you how to build the form and how to, you know, basically set up the area to create the background. I'm going to show you everything from, you know, how to spray the foam to how to design it the way that you want it and all the different things that you can do to really make it kind of personalized, show you how to mix the concrete and all of that stuff, how to cure it. So we are going to do that together, and then that is going to be inserted into the 40 breeder. And I do have an idea that I haven't really 100% decided on, but I do think I have an idea on how to really make that be really cool, and then we'll have a different tank that we can figure out what to do with. I'm not sure what we're going to do with that 40 breeder. It's going to be a 40 breeder with a DIY background, so lots of different options on what we can do there. Maybe you guys can help me find a new fish for that tank once it's ready to go. So anyway, that's about it. Just wanted to give an update on the new acrylic tanks and let you see what's going on there, and also talk about that DIY background that I think is going to be really interesting for a lot of you. This is something that I learned how to do. Well, I learned how to do it on my own, but I first read about it and had the idea back in like 2001, 2002, when I used to, you know, get the fish magazines and thumb through them and, you know, get some ideas. And I think I saw it in a magazine or a book. But anyway, back then there was no YouTube. This was, you know, 17, 18 years ago. There was no YouTube back then. The internet was slow, dial-up. So I would read magazines, and this is how I learned how to do it. So anyway, I'm going to show you guys how to do it. I think it will be a very, very educational thing for you to learn. We'll probably do it like 2 or 3 different videos, so a very small series. That way we have enough time to go through the detailed parts, and maybe I can edit to make 1 video, but we'll see. I probably will have at least 2 videos or 3 to show you the whole step-by-step process as far as how to make the background. So make sure that you are subscribed to this channel. Make sure that you ding the notification bell. Make sure that you do all that good stuff. Like this video, comment down below to make sure that I can, you know, read your comments. I love reading your comments. I love that feedback. So yep, there we go. Okay, now for a couple comments. The first comment is actually something that I actually really appreciated reading, and this is from Keith C. And Keith wrote, "Hey Zenzo, I'm fairly new to African cichlid world, and I have been watching a ton of your content. You do an excellent job explaining, and you are very personable. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. Great content, man. My fish are in better condition because of your content." And I gotta say, you guys, that I'm not doing YouTube videos because I make money. I'm gonna make a little bit of money, but the amount of money I make is so minimal in comparison to other revenue streams that I have. So I do this because I enjoy it, and I do it because I feel like maybe I can help people out there. And so when I read comments like that, I really, really do appreciate it. Sometimes like I'll read them to my wife, so like, you know, it just makes me feel good. So I thank you very much for that comment, and all of you that do have those positive comments. I really, really, really heartfelt do appreciate those. The next one is from Third Watch. And he wrote, I'm guessing it's a he because of the icon, but maybe not. But anyway, a nice, highly edited, love the video quality, but if you do these too often, I'll miss you, haha. I'll miss you too. But basically it's because I did a video where I didn't present myself in front of the camera. It was just a video of the tank and music and script. I wasn't even talking, so it was just, for those of you that don't like me talking so much, it was a video for you. For those of you that don't, or that do like me talking a lot, well, this video obviously is for you because I'm talking non-stop in this video. And then a bunch of comments about wanting tank tops, get on top of that, bro, and they want tank tops in every kind of color. So I don't know if that's gonna happen anytime soon, but I will remember that when I do run out of inventory on my current Tazawa Tanks t-shirts, tazawatanks.com. Those t-shirts are available. If you, well, basically, when I'm ready to do new order, I will strongly consider tank tops. And for those ladies that are out there watching this video, I have read your comments too. And I do recognize that I should have some women's options as well. So with that being said, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.